What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two Piece Mandem. I did do a recording of this one earlier. I am doing a tier list, but flipping heck, it took about 2 hours to upload, so yeah, we're not waiting for that, so I might as well redo the whole thing. So yeah, this is a tier list of who I would keep, bench, sell, loan, and who has potential, basically. So yeah, I'm just going to show you my tier list now. So yeah, this is my tier list. We're basically just going to go through it. Straight into it. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe as well. Oh, closing the door. I didn't even close that much, but yeah. Right, we're going to go straight into it. Reece James. I don't think there's any real discussion for it. He's basically going to stay captain. He's going to be the leader. He's going to be the legend. Been at Chelsea since day one. Everyone knows his quality. There's not even much to say on it, really. He's staying in. Esteval, as soon as he came into the league, he brought life. Definitely one of our best wingers by far. One of our best wingers. And basically, whenever he gets the ball, you feel like something's going to happen. You feel that excitement. You feel like you're on the edge of the seat. He creates, he assists. He's a quality player. You feel as though something's going to happen. And we all know something's going to happen when this man's playing. Huge difference. Huge game changer. João Pedro, like I said, 20 plus goals in all competitions. Deserves more. Got our Chelsea player of the season. Absolute quality, as we all know, with João Pedro. Absolutely brilliant in terms of who he is. His flair, his passing, his hold-up play. Quality player. That is João Pedro. Honestly, he is magnificent. We all know that. The fact that he didn't get picked for the World Cup is an absolute disgrace. We all know it. Putting in Endrick. And then you're seeing other Brazilians get into it besides João Pedro, who don't even have 10, let alone 20 plus goals than him in a season. Is embarrassing. So it is what it is, isn't it? But for me, we're keeping him. He's the type of player that will get it, that will win, that can win you a major. Cole Palmer, I put as keep. Has had basically a terrible season, but he's still got 10 goals this season. Let's be honest, hasn't been great. I'll be real. But in his previous seasons, he has shown quality. We know he's a quality player. When he is on it, he is on it. He just lacks the consistency. That quality player is still there. For me, I don't think he's a one-season wonderer. If he gets the right players around him and the right coaching around him, and the progression and the project's growing, you will see the best of Cole Palmer like we did during the Poch era, during the Poch season. Enzo Fernandez, for me, much speculation, not much if he's going to stay or not. Maybe after this, maybe it'll come out if he will extend his contract after the season. We'll see. But he's a quality player. We signed him for 100 million for a reason. Shows his quality. He's won a Club World Cup, won a Conference League with us. This season fell up short, but the second part of the season he played his absolute bollocks off. And he showed why. For me, he should be in the number 10, if I'm being honest with you. He should really be in the number 10. And he shows his quality each time. So for me, Enzo Fernandez, he is a type of player for me that can win you a major. Everyone that's in the keep for me are players that can win you a title, that can win you either a Premier League or a Champions League. Caicedo, it's basically Baby Kante. For me, always in there. He is the man that does the dirty work. He is the man that does the work that nobody wants to do. He is the man that wins the ball, that does the slide tackles, physical presence there. Caicedo is that man. He's our player. He's Chelsea through and through, and therefore he will always be with us regardless. Levi Colwill, quality. In my opinion, he was the reason why we made Champions League this season when he scored that goal against Nottingham Forest. You can see the impact it made when he was injured for the majority of the season and how we went from 4th to 10th. I guarantee you, if he wasn't injured and we had him for the majority of those games, we would have made Champions League at least. So he stays, and he is the type of centre-back for me in the future that could be captain for Chelsea Football Club. Well, no, it'll be Reece James that'll be captain, but he's the type of centre-back that'll be a leader in the defensive line and that can lead us to a title and also an aerial threat. Cucurella, for me, I also believe that he's quality. He's the type of man that can take us to a title as well. In terms of his forward play, in terms of his defending, winning the ball back, being an absolute rage baiter, rattling the defence, making them lose their cool, getting into positions where people don't think he'll be, making himself an option, freeing up space, making runs into the box to score goals as well. Cucurella's that left back for me. And to be honest with you, he's been one of our best left backs. And he's been a good signing for us, so we'll keep him there. Jackson, I think Jackson can, because when you look at Jackson, he scored 14 goals, no penalties for me. His dribbling was good, his technique was good, his ball retention was good. 1-2s. His hold up play, everything, link up play was brilliant. Only issue was that he just couldn't score goals, and that's what it was. He should have scored more than 14 if we're being real with you, but that's why people didn't like him. I would have preferred Jackson on the wing. I think he plays better on the wing, to be honest with you. Getting him behind defenders, causing absolute chaos. And if he was able to also time his runs as well, then he's a threat as well. Trust me, Jackson is a good player. The bench, for me, the people who are on the bench, Trevor Chalobah has to be on the bench for me. I think he's good, but for me, he's not a guy that can start. We loaned him at Crystal Palace for a reason, and he come back into the team, obviously looking good, but realistically, he's not a man that is consistent in every single one of his performances. He will have an off game. Like don't get me wrong, like most players have in the keep section, but for me, he's not a player that I look at and I'll be like, if I play you for the rest of the season, you're going to win me a title. He's not that type of player. I think off the bench, impact player and see out a game, but in terms of the keep, in terms of title, no. Hato for me, bench. We signed him. He's been decent, but realistically, if I had to put him at centre-back or left-back and I said I want to win a title, he's not going to win me a title. Let's just be real. Let's call it for what it is. I think he's a good player. I think he's good in terms of coming off the bench, in terms of if you want to win a game and you want to overlap. I think he's really good at that. But for me, to win a title, no. Robert Sanchez, good at shot stopping, but for me, distribution's off. Distribution not good enough. And if I'm being completely honest with you, right, realistically, he shouldn't be signed for Chelsea Football Club. He's good in rotation in terms of cup games like FA Cup, Carabao Cup, all those little cup games. But if you want to win a league and you want to win a title, which we want to do, which is our aim, Chelsea Football Club's aim, to win titles, to win majors, he's not the guy that will start and I will keep, in my opinion. He's more squad rotation. Pedro Neto, again, for me, he's not a guy that will win a title. Bench for me is people who can make an impact off the bench and can make an impact in certain scenarios if we're losing a game or we're winning a game, to put that nail in the coffin. And I think those type of players can do that. But Neto for me is kind of that type of player that can do that in terms of, let's say the defence are tired and it's a 70th or 80th minute and he injects that pace into it, then he can make a real impact and just go at the defenders. I think he's that type of player to do that and create space, most importantly. That's why I would put him in bench. Joshua Chempong as well. For me, I think from what I've seen, I think he's a good player. I think there is talent there. The potential, we've already seen the potential for me. I think as a bench player, he can make an impact. Same Gusto as well with him. Obviously, the red cards and everything like that, not good. That's why I wouldn't really put him in keep, because if you're just constantly getting red cards, bro, like you cannot. I don't know how. I'm not saying he constantly gets red cards, but in title winning games, you cannot get a red card. And I just feel as though for me, defensively he's off, but offensively he does bits. The difference between him and Reece James is that Reece James is good offensively and defensively as well. Lavia, like I said, bench. I genuinely believe he is a quality player, but it's just the injuries why I put him at bench. To keep him is impossible, because if he's always getting injured and you can't play him and you need him to win a title for you, can't do it if you're constantly injured, bro. Honestly, it's not going to be one of those ones. You can say the same about Reece, but when Reece actually comes on, you see the amount of quality that he shows. So it's just a difference. Then you've got the loan. Let's look at the loans. Loan Badiashile. For me, he's not good enough for Chelsea. People would say sell him, but for me, I'll just loan him out. I think he still needs a little bit more experience, if I'm being honest with you. I'll loan him out to like some championship team, real talk, if I'm being real. Just to get more game time, realistically, because in Chelsea, with our centre-back options, I just don't see you getting game time, because when the ball's to your feet, you're just not good enough, bro. Same with Mark Gay, you loan him out, bro, because when he's on the bench, I don't see him making an impact. When he comes off the bench, I just don't see it. So for me, I think you're better off getting loaned out, bro. Asugo, there's potential there. The reason why I put potential there is because I do feel as though if Caicedo gets injured, he can be that man to basically replace him, if I'm being honest with you. So it's one of those ones. So I think he is there. Same with Santos as well. Santos has played a few games and has come off the bench, but he's not a guy that's made an impact or anything like that. So I do believe basically that he can make that impact and he can do what he can do, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, he's the guy for that for us. And I do feel as though bench-wise, not massive impact, but potentially he can get up to those levels. Now we're going to talk about the player that should be freaking sold. Let's just call it for what it is. All right. Liam Delap, absolute disgrace. Liam Delap, for me, just get out, bro. You're probably one of the worst number 9s I've ever seen in my life. You're worse than Morata, you're worse than Higuain, you're worse than Falcao, you're worse than Shevchenko, you're worse than Torres. Genuinely, like, you made Jackson look like R9, bro. Like, genuinely, like, Liam Delap, you are probably one of the worst, like, the worst strikers I've ever seen in a Chelsea shirt. Worst number 9s. I said you scored like 3 or 4 goals in a Chelsea shirt, bro. You've been rubbish. You've been absolutely rubbish, genuinely. Then Axel Disasi, man, we loaned you out to West Ham and West Ham got relegated, bro. Honestly, I think you should just leave, bro. I can't even remember a game for Chelsea where you actually played well. I know it was like 2 seasons ago, but generally. But I think you scored like 1 header or something like that, and that's it. And that was against a terrible team. You have not played well for the majority of the season, genuinely. And it's just long. Jorgensen, you're a waste of time, man. Realistically, your shot stopping's woeful and your distribution's woeful. So if you're not better than Sanchez, then you might as well just get sold, bro. Because Sanchez don't even make the keep section, bro. Sanchez is in the bench, bro. And you think if you're worse than Sanchez, you're gonna be in the bench? No chance, mate. You don't even get into potential, really. Like, let's call it for what it is. You don't even get to potential, bro. You're on the sell part. Real talk. Then Wesley Fofana. Wesley, we allowed you because you had an injury and you were basically kept off. And to be honest with you now, you're just not good enough, bro. You've fallen off massively. You were good at Leicester and you've just fallen off, bro. And to be honest with you, yeah, I'm tired of your defending. I'm tired of your dead passing at times. I'm tired of the mistakes that you make that cost us the team. I'm not saying it's specifically you, but the passing that happens, right? And the what is it, when you're basically stopping a player, right, due to bad positioning, right? Like, for example, in the last game that we played of the season, when you faced Sunderland and you got yourself sent off, yeah, and you put your team at risk when you should have just let the man go. You should have just let him go. Same with Sanchez when he fouled Brian Bremer and got sent off. Same, like, come on, bro. Like, genuinely, you use your head, man. Use your head. Just let him go. Let him. If he scores, he freaking scores. Just leave it for what it is, okay? To then put yourself when we've scored a goal and then go down to 10 men in the last game of the season. Freaking it, bro. I think that's the longest we've gone without a red card. Joke thing, man. We've had the most red cards this season, bro. Honestly. Wesley Fofana, I think, bro, you have to go, man, generally. Garnacho, oh, mate, we shouldn't have signed you in the first place, to be honest with you. I still can't believe to this day we actually signed Alejandro Garnacho. This is the thing. I can't believe we looked at him and we thought, yeah, you know, he's going to be quality. 47 million down the drain. We got finessed, bro. They got the better deal between Mason Mount and Garnacho. They said, okay, well, we'll take Mason Mount off you. Calm, you get Garnacho. And look where Man United are. Man United are 3rd in the table, Champions League football. We're down in 10th, playing 1 game a week. We've swapped roles. So, yeah, Garnacho, you have to leave. Tosin, less of the better. We got you for free, but it feels like a robbery. Tosin, for me, man, honestly, I said this in my last video, and I'll say this again. I said this in the last video, didn't get uploaded. I'll sell you for a Big Mac. Serious, man. I don't understand why you're in this team, bro. Genuinely. Like, God only knows how on earth you get minutes. Whenever you're running or tracking back, it's like you're in rewind. Like, one ball over the top and you are finished, man. Genuinely. I don't know how you make the Chelsea team. I don't know how we get him for free and he turns out to be a robbery. It's mad, bro. But yeah, that's my tier list. Let me know your tier list. Let me know who you would keep. Let me know who you would sell. Leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you, man, in a bit. And peace.